Day, February the 13th.
Yeah, there's some feedback. A little bit.
My husband and I were sitting watching Netflix, and we decided time to go to bed. Our dog, one of our dogs, ran outside into the howling wind and rain, which he never does. He ran into our garden. He hates the rain. And he ran back in a few minutes later, and he proceeded to wee right in front of us on the carpet. Never done that before. So very unusual behaviour. Anyway, we cleaned it up, went upstairs. The boys were sleeping in our room that night because there was a storm, so we thought, just safety in numbers. And I was settling them in, and my youngest son said to me, "What's that noise like?" And I said, "Shh." And I heard it. It was this enormous rumbling and the sound of trees cracking like fire. And I just said, "Run." And I just said, "Run, just run." And so we all did. We funneled down our stairway down one side of the house, while the trees crashed down the other side of the house, 4 to 5 meters away from us. And we ran down to the front door. And there my husband stopped, and he said, "Where's Subi?" And Subi is our deaf dog. And my heart just sank, because he turned around and started to run back up the steps. And thankfully, she popped her head around the corner, and she was there, and so Andy grabbed her, and we jumped in the car, and I reversed like a madwoman down the driveway. And we were ringing our neighbours saying, "Look, you need to get out, there's a landslide." We drove up the road to our neighbour's house about 300 metres away, on the other side of the cliff, on the other side of the road. And we sat in the driveway just shaking and listening to what we thought was thunder. But it was actually the sound of multiple landslides coming down around us. Not long after that, our neighbours rang us and said, "You need to leave now. You need to evacuate to the surf club because the house has collapsed onto the road on Muriwai. The cliffs are coming down." And so we made a perilous path to the surf club. It was flooding, it was howling, and it was quite a difficult trip to make. And not long after that, Civil Defence sent an alert to everyone in the surf club and Muriwai and Domain, saying that everyone needs to evacuate immediately. There's significant land subsidence. So we lost a lot that night. We lost Craig and Dave, our volunteer firefighters who were out helping people that night protect their property. Many of us lost our homes. Some of us lost everything. And our community was broken. So, as if that event itself was traumatic enough, what we are now dealing with is this aftermath with a long tail that is turning out to have a rather nasty sting to it. And I'm going to highlight just one of the many complex issues that is occurring on the ground in Muriwai for us, to give you an insight into what some people are dealing with. There are 108 red stickered houses currently in Muriwai. A red sticker means that your house is too unsafe to inhabit. You cannot live there. For many of us, we are facing the prospect of never returning back to our homes again. Now, one would assume that if you pay your house insurance premiums, that you are covered for an incident like this, a scenario like this. But unfortunately, for about 90% of these red sticker residents, they find themselves in what we have coined the insurance black hole. Because what has happened is a large portion of properties have had no damage to their buildings and no damage to their land. So there is no claim. In insurance land, they have had no physical loss, even though they may never return to their properties. So this is devastating. And the position that these people find themselves in is that they are hoping that the government will present them a fair offer for their life savings, in most cases, for their property. However, the government is not obligated to do so, and there is no guarantee that they will. So this is devastating and could potentially be very financially devastating for many in our community. And that is one of the many reasons why we are so grateful that you're all here today. You've all taken time out of your life to be here to support us, to rebuild ours. It's going to be a long, uncertain journey, and a very scary one. So thank you so much for being here.